I guess an obvious question related to some of the announcements we've recently made is, what role do you think USDC can play in the Algorand ecosystem?
Well, let me start with the obvious, right? So somehow we are going to create together and the rest of the community all kinds of new assets, right? And the people will enjoy using them, owning them, and so on and so forth. But the first problem we're going to have is evaluating them, giving a value to these assets. And I really believe that USDC is going to play a major role in creating somehow a common reference system in which we actually, because everybody understands what the value of the dollar is, and but it is going to be like, if you want, a flywheel in this very complicated mechanism. That said, then we have actually our particular use and reliance of USDC and stable coins. And if you promise don't to grill me before time, for instance, speaking of smart contracts that you believe and we agree that are really one of the major gifts of a blockchain, is going to be, we think that there should not be gas in our right. Smart contract, but we should use stable coins. Yeah. In order to somehow pay for the execution of this thing. Yeah. Because very often people are say, the contract is expensive, the contract is low, and even worse, I cannot even budget for how much money should I put aside to run my smart contract. Right. So we are going to architecture in a way in which we are going to hide this away from the consumer, and they can budget properly for the smart contract we want to execute. And so this is going to be a piece of a bigger architecture that we have in mind for smart square contract, we call them, because they're going to be smart contracts that for a change are going to be really smart. So.
I love it. I love it. I think, yes, using a stable coin as the pricing mechanism on the compute and other functions is obviously, I think, will be very helpful for developers and the ecosystem.